We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, his first throw in his playoff matchup is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Red 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Panther 11, 18, Pioneer.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the 49er first down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Finding Gray going across the field. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him go all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Okay, ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
There again is Cooks, complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Cooks on a quick slant. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready, break! 79 Broncos! Curve 19! Curve 19!
They'll look to throw again. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
go 80. Hurry, hurry. Let go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On the ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Purdy's throw caught by Gray. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Final play of the half, Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot before break. Purdy. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Next to score, Cowboys 17, 49ers 10.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Lion.
2nd and 6. It's caught left side by Courts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, 5 in. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with his a 2-touchdown lead now. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Still on his feet. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 74 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Cougar 19.
On second down, they'll run it here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And give him a full 10 yards there, 2nd and goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Lamb will go in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. Purdy now on second down. Connects with Kittle underneath. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Javon Hargrave gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
At the 40-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hurt.
Lamb will go in motion.
19 Lions.
They're going to look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are right back in this football game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Purdy's, and now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I won't violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Okay, break. Check match, check match. Ready,
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rap. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready?
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win.
Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. On the clock now, the New England Patriots. The Chargers are up now. They're on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. It's the New Orleans Saints now on the clock. With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. On the clock now, the Dallas Cowboys. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. It's the Tennessee Titans now on the clock. The New York Jets on the clock now. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. The Chiefs are on the clock. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. It's the Philadelphia Eagles now on the clock. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. The New York Giants on the clock. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. Next up, the Cleveland Browns are on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. The Washington Commanders are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. Now, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. The New England Patriots are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. On the clock now, the Buffalo Bills. On the clock now, the New Orleans Saints. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Texans. The Jaguars are on the clock. The Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Rams. On the clock now, the Kansas City Chiefs. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. It's the Steelers now on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. It's the Bears now on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock. With the next selection, it's the Washington Commanders. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. With the next selection, the New York Jets. It's the New England Patriots, now on the clock. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock now. It's the Buffalo Bills, now on the clock. The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. It's the Detroit Lions, now on the clock. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. It's the Cowboys, now on the clock. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans. The New York Jets are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. It's now the Vikings' turn. On the clock. The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. Now on the clock, the Giants. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. It's the Cleveland Browns now on the clock. It's the Atlanta Falcons now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Washington Commanders. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. The Denver Broncos are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Ravens are on the clock. The Buffalo Bills are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Saints are on the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Kansas City Chiefs, now on the clock. The Bengals, now on the clock. And now, on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. The Los Angeles Rams, now on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded. With the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Denver Broncos. Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. There has been a trade. Next up, the Patriots are on the clock.
Gun. Sahad. On one, ready? On one, ready? Sahad. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Sahad. On one, ready? Sahad. Here we go. 180. On one, ready? Shot. Here we go. Shot. Gun, gun. Shot. Shot. Here we go, here we go. Shot. Here we go. Stop. Let's get set. Stop. Here we go, here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Gun, gun. Stop. Stop. Here we go, here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Let's get set. Here we go, here we go. Stop. Here we go. 180. Here we go. Stop. Gun, gun. Stop. 180. Here we go, here we go. What is that?